have to eat fufu today. The lady that sells fufu, she's Muslim. In my area, so I don't know. She might not come.
Yeah, she definitely won't.
So I know where there's one place at that. The Adeleke was busting my head when I think about the Adeleke. If you see this particular place, the Adeleke.
And I'm the foodie. Wow.
Oh yeah, you are now. I don't reach you.
Last night. At what time?
Where I was last night.
What did you eat? And what time?
Oh yeah, chicken and chips.
Ooh.
Yeah, very
Bougie,
big shout out to Steve, by the way.
Very strange.
Lovely.
You didn't buy your money, did you?
Eh?
You didn't buy your money, did you?
I bought that.
What? I just said
I mean, I'm a baby boy. I should be buying my money. But the potato was sweet potatoes. So I love. When they say chicken and chips, people use Irish potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. That meal is something else on its own. You know, you can just take sweet potatoes alone on its own. It's sweet, it's lovely, it's refreshing, it's healthy.
Wow.
And then the chicken was just mad. And then no. I now left some things for this morning so that I can some of the chicken will go with noodles this morning. Anyway, yeah. So it was fufu year, and we had that Davido stuff, and social media doesn't want to let Davido breathe.
Davido doesn't want to let social media breathe.
Good. By the way, you ladies are looking beautiful, lovely. I love the what was it called? What's this called?
It's pink now.
Chiffon. I mean the material.
Organza.
Yeah.
Organza. So yeah. So back to Davido, and Davido is being trending for a number of reasons. You understand? There's this lady. She's Anita.
Brown.
Who called him out with receipts, and it doesn't look like this one. You can run away from this one. Yeah. I only for people to go back and like just showed me now, and they brought out lyrics, and I recall one particular song. Remember the song Philomena, Anomina, What of Carolina, where he was talking about Caroline Danjuma, and you know there was a time when she allegedly was dating a member of his crew and something like that. There was a period something was going on, so he mentions people. The artists talk about things in their lives and use those kind of names. What I'm saying is that I can make a reference where we knew something and he used it in a song. So it has happened. I mean, Dele Nama Boy, remember? Dele Momodu.
To be honest, I've not really.
Where he was calling out Dele Momodu.
Yeah,
there was a time, you understand, when they had issues and all of that. And of course, with the Sufi. And they settled it, but he used it in a song also. So we kind of see a trend with Davido using stuff in his life with songs. And so they brought out this song, and Anita is there. Say, Anita, no do, make you
Assurance.
Can you,
okay, so yeah, let me recall the tweet because it's actually currently trending right now.
Yeah.
So the lyrics of the song, love is sweet, so when money enter, love is sweeter. Pepper resto. So brother Mango got that leave.
That was
call Anita. Tell her make she come they far away. Far away. Make her know and I am looking for a sister. Choma, my lover. So apparently, Anita has been in the picture since 2017, according to reports, right?
Wow.
And so now she's come forward to say, hey, baby
So
boy,
I know
I'm pregnant.
is fruitful and productive.
What's fruitful and productive?
Davido. So I really on this issue, yeah, a lot of people might have issues on moral grounds, but for me, I don't know. He can take. I mean, Nick Cannon is there. Maybe he's an inspiration, and Nick Cannon can take care of all his kids.
Don't do that. Don't do that. The line I think you are towing, if it's the one I think you are towing, don't do that. Do you know why? Because this was also spoken about. They're like, if it was any other person now, people would drag the person from heaven. But because the video now, everybody's now trying to form a...
No, but they are dragging him now.
But anyways, I think what I even want to speak about was actually the genesis of the whole situation. Because from what she said, from what I saw, she actually spoke about, that's Anita now, she actually spoke about the fact that she wasn't the one that actually even broke out the news. I actually started from a blogger who, I don't know, I think she had a conversation with her and all of that and spoke to her about it or something like that, but she didn't intend for her to put it up and everything. But the girl literally just went up and she posted it everywhere. So I'm not sure.
The blogger.
I don't know whether she spoke to the blogger, she spoke to a friend who spoke to the blogger or something.
Blogger.
She leaked the story and all of that. And then she now tried to talk to the blogger to take it down or talk to the person that told her to take it down and everything. So at the point, the girl was asking for money before she takes the post down. So that is literally the whole mess. So that's why there's the whole story of her talking about how Davido was really talking to her about how he's on tour now, he doesn't have time for this, please. Can she actually just put it out there that her phone got hacked? So now she's talking about how Davido told her to tell people that her phone got hacked. So there's literally the receipt of that one as well, him also telling her.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole roller coaster of mess. He's talking about how he doesn't want this to go out and all of that. So I think at the point where she now started coming out to literally say, oh yes, it's actually true. This is actually was when people started dragging her and telling her that
she's sleeping with a married man.
So she not came out and started saying, first of all, she didn't know he was married and all of that. She went through his space. She never knew. She knew about the son that passed and all of that, but the story of him getting married, she was not aware of it and all of that. So it's actually a whole.
But he just married recently.
Yeah.
And she's been there. And
it's been an on and off kind of thing.
According to her, so the relationship has been, well, let's call it a situationship, right? Because we're not exactly sure the context as to which, both of them are together, right? But in this situation, so she's saying that, so now she's pregnant. He didn't know that, he's married and... she didn't even know, she's in the US, right? And, she's not even aware that he's been married all this while. And she doesn't understand why people are calling her out based on...
But has he been married up to a year?
He's not been married for
He's not been married for so long.
To be very honest, I think the issue of marriage, people are just using that to just cover up, to be true. Because if you cannot tell me you know Davido, you don't know Chioma, it's not possible. You say, fine, the wedding pictures are not out there, but you know he has a girlfriend that everybody knows.
But then a girlfriend and marriage.
Our girlfriend.
Exactly. Well,
no, of course, yes, but at the same time, she's forming that, okay, fine, she can be a fornicator, but she's not an adulterer. Please, what's the difference?
Yeah, because you see,
it's like, is it that when you get married, something happens to you and you change into another person?
A single, see, you're either single or you're married. There is no in between.
Yeah.
At this day, no, you can't say that.
There's no in between.
I can't say. Especially in these days where we have baby mamas and people literally cohabiting and doing things that married people do.
What makes you? We've gone to a point whereby for you to be recognized as married in any country, you have to legally do it. And so when you get a form and you're filling for any government agency or anything important, what do you see there? It's only two: single, married. There's no, are you in a relationship? Are you in a situationship?
In between.
No. So you have to understand, you're a lawyer, but you come on, Danny.
My point is,
even
in the situation, fine, I am a lawyer. Yes, the law is the law, no doubt. It's single or married. However, there are circumstances that would take exemptions, and I feel this.
So do we have any circumstantial evidence in this
no matter what she's saying, everything happened in the period he was married. Ignorance is not a case in law. So if you want to go the law route, let's go there.
But you see, and then there was talk about how she's not the only one. That there are
expecting 3 presently. Say Chioma is also pregnant.
But right now, there are actually allegations. We are not exactly sure. Some reports have come forward to say that, okay, they're also, what's her name? Chioma is also pregnant. A few other reports have come forward to say that, okay, Anita Brown is not the only person right now. So
there was a girl he was dating when he broke up with Chioma.
So there's so many.
Okay, so now
I think the issue now is that we're not counting Two-Face, Davido, which one?
Which one have you? Because, okay, now, for me, this is it. And this is why a lot of my personal stuff would not and would never be outside. I would love private stuff to be private. Because he has given so much to music and everything. And I would love to listen to his music or enjoy him without getting to know so much of his private life. All I'm saying is that, first of all, it's not a crime. I'm not excusing or trying to exculpate him. I'm just saying that I wish that their private lives can be private to them, and they really, because there's a lot of stuff. I mean, in your own life, there's stuff you would not want to come out.
Of course, no, it's obvious, even with this, because I've read a number of the pages yesterday, and like, even you could see his efforts in trying to
not
hide
this story.
Exactly, to hide this for it for not to come out. And it was actually really sad. It was really putting in effort, trying to talk to her and all of that. But then again, the blogger, I think, was the person that was being difficult, asking for money. He was like, okay, fine, he's traveling now. When he gets back, when he lands, he would do it, all that. So it was just a whole lot
so
of
it's
things. So it's just sad that people actually take advantage and use the stories of these people's lives to their advantage.
Yeah, but hey, that's her job. I think we need to separate. Yes, Mike,
But
it's her job.
Let me,
listen,
I'll give her the money.
Why wait?
You blackmailed me.
Why do we get? It's not okay. So let's leave the blackmail aside. In that regard, what she did was wrong, right? But we know that bloggers right now there's a competition in the blogging industry. A lot of these bloggers are trending based on first to drop gist. First, I mean, look at the banking situation over the weekend, right?
Yeah, there was that.
I mean, Gist Lover was the first, to break that gist to us before, other people came forward and said all the, things they said. So really, I mean, this does not in any way exculpate the blogger for what she did.
She did,
right?
Yeah.
But in her own professional, in her own
she's doing her job.
Exactly. So whatever transpired afterwards, also celebrities should also learn. I feel like we've had this over and over and over and over again. You learn to, it doesn't have to get to that point where things go bad. Then you're now trying to do damage control. Right?
So what could be done in scenarios like this?
For heaven's sakes, celebrities are like, they are what? It's like they're fishes. People are constantly, going after them.
Sharks trying
to go after them. Do you understand?
So
you also need to try to do whatever you can to control your behavior, your idiosyncrasies. So
Briefly, what could have been done? Yes, what could he or any other person in this scenario have done better to ensure that their private or their privacy is not,
Stay faithful to your wife.
Oh.
In summary.
Yeah. If you just carry on.
Because I mean, you see his performance on stage, and somebody's literally trying to shake a booty, and he's like, "Oh no," he's trying to. Everybody was hailing him. We're all hailing him now. Oh, he was dodging. Oh, he was dodging. Oh, faithful man. So he's faithful in the outside, but in this. Wow.
See,
anyways,
look,
I just
I just want to mention that the marriage thing is very recent. So a lot of when this thing was happening with this person,
still not an excuse.
he wasn't married.
He's married. Is he married? Was he married? He's not married. He's married. Anyway, they said we should ask Burna Boy how he does it. Too. That Burna Boy we've not heard that Burna Boy has one. They say if you carry a Burna Boy on your own, so let's ask him.
So, well, for me, I just wish private stuff can, because it's hard if I'm not a reality star. Having my personal life out there.
You're a star, Mike. You're a star.
There's some things that if they come out now, I cringe to think about it. You don't have. I mean, seriously.
I'm going to go after your.
Go.
Your history. Your background.
You will fish.
Exes.
You will fish. I've not seen fish that die inside water that are not supposed to fish. You will fish in that water. Fish will die. But hey, come on. Let's hear your thoughts. Yeah, let's hear your thoughts. We're not trying to say that he's not culpable or whatever, but I'm just saying that private stuff should remain private. I don't know. Find a way to keep your private stuff private.
And bloggers, please operate with conscience.
Okay. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC at TVC Connect to, of course, interact with us. Yeah, we'll take a time out now. Yeah, there's a lot more coming. We'll be back.